Time for more yarn. This time we have a big bag from Ice. So we're gonna unbox that, unbag that. Hi, I'm Thorn. Welcome to my Gothic Grotto. I make content for yarn witches, fiber goths, and crochet gays. And I have my coffee, the traditional drink of the goth crochet YouTuber. Shout out to Kayla from Alt Knots. Cheers. I actually have two coffee mugs because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use, so I thought, why not both? Whoa, that's a lot of yarn. This was a joint order with my mom, actually, and I asked her to open the bag and get her yarn out and then give it back to me, and that way I could be surprised. I do know what I got, but I haven't seen it in person, so this order was basically me wanting to try out some more plant-based fibers like bamboo. I live in the summer. Wait, what? I live in California, which feels like living in eternal summer sometimes. We do have a winter, sort of. But yeah, I was told by a commenter that natural fibers can be more breathable, which is nice in the heat. Also, I have so many new subscribers lately, so if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate your helping the channel to grow. And now the yarn. Here's my package of 6 blue. Well, I forgot to turn on the ring light, but I think that's okay because I have enough natural light from the window, which is better for showing yarn, and my other light up here. The ring light tends to falsify the colors, if that makes sense. But anyway, this is... I'm gonna open it so we can read more about the actual yarn. Scissors are helpful. Oh, this is linen. It's so shimmery. I love shimmery yarn, and also I'm really into the process of turning plant fibers into yarn currently, whether it's nettles or linen or other stuff. I'm experimenting with using celery fibers, like the stringy bits, and turning them into some kind of cord. But yeah, this is so beautiful. So you might know that anytime I see like a gorgeous sky blue, I think of a certain goddess who I know as Inanna, and also the Sun Mother Terasia in the specific pagan path known as modern Minoan paganism. To me, at least, blue is her color, and so it always kind of makes me go, oh. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but I knew that I had to get some blue, and this is linen, 50% linen, 50% viscose. Don't know what that means or if I'm saying it right. 50 grams, 175 meters, plus or minus 5%. I like how scientific that feels. And it says 3mm or US 3 for the size of the, well, it has a picture of knitting it has a picture of knitting needles, but I feel like a crochet hook would be a similar size. And the yarn size is fine or number 2. They're not joking, it is quite fine. I love working with fine yarn, and I've kind of missed it, so it's good to have this. Also, fine yarn goes a really long way. I guess it's kind of the trade-off of bulky yarn working up really quick, but fine yarn lasts a long time. So the fact that I have 6 of these in the package means I can make a big thing. I don't know what it will be, but I'll find out. What's in the mystery? Well, not exactly mystery bag, but it's fun to treat it as a mystery grab bag. So what's in the mystery bag next? It's this red yarn. This one is bamboo. I'm running out of space for my nice yarn, or any yarn. I'll put it down there. This is so soft, and it's also kind of shimmery in that bamboo way, but not nearly as much. It's very, very soft and fuzzy. I knew that fuzzy was going to be a difficult word to say. I stutter, so words to begin with F are hard. But anyway, this is Bamboo Soft Air, and I have 8 of these. The nice thing about ice yarns is they're so inexpensive compared to yarn here, but they are in Turkey, so the shipping is a lot. The trash truck is outside, so apologies if you can hear that. I'm very happy that they're here. Kudos to the trash and sanitary workers of the world, but I hope that it won't interfere with my filming. I was going to film last night. They usually come in the morning, so it's weird that they're here at like 1. I don't know what their schedule is, but I was going to film last night, but these days I'm just really tired by the time I usually film, so I thought, well, I'll just try to find quiet a quiet time in the day. So that's what this is. Relatively quiet. So let's see about this yarn. Oh, we have to we have to turn the label around, or I could just rip it because I have the labels on the other ones. Okay. 15% bamboo, 85% acrylic. So it's not pure bamboo. There is a lot of acrylic in there too. 50 grams, 145 meters, plus or minus 5%. 4 to 5 millimeter needles, or a US 6 to 8. And it's a 4 weight, so medium worsted. That is the weight of yarn that I often work with, as I'm sure many of us do, so I thought that would be a nice thing to have also. Even though it's a bit blurry, at least you can kind of tell what the thickness of the yarn is. There, now it's actually focusing more on the actual skein. This is so soft. Oh, I was looking for where the bag of this was, but I already put it under there, where apparently this box of yarn is going to live. This shipment haul? Yeah. What's next? I have no idea what fiber this is, so let's find out. Baby bamboo. I figured baby yarn, yarn labeled baby would be nice because it'll be very soft, and I have sensory issues where almost any type of fabric or yarn is going to feel a bit prickly to my skin, which is not comfortable. So if I'm trying to make wearables, I would like the yarn to be very soft. They're in tiny skeins, but also the yarn is really tiny, so I think there's a lot more in here than you would think. 50 grams, 110 meters, and the needle size is 3 to 4 millimeters, or US 3 to 6. It's time to shut the window because I can hear the neighbors, and I don't think they want to be on YouTube. So anyway, GSC Textile. That might be the brand. I'm not sure, or the producer, supplier. And this is 50% bamboo and 50% acrylic, and it is also a number 2 fine. Looking for the end. When will it end? I mean, where will it end? Well, here, here's this at least. So that's what a fine looks like. This one is more matte than it looks, but it does have a small bit of shine, but it's more matte than the linen was, which is interesting because I have another bamboo skein, the first one I ever got, and I just got one of it, and I was like, yeah, I just want to try this. I haven't tried it yet, but it's very shimmery. So, but I know that different fibers can be processed in very different ways that give them a different finish. It's fascinating, honestly. Oh yeah, and there are 8 of these in the bag. I peeked, and I think the next thing that I'm going to pull out is probably linen, but we will find out. I was right. This is kind of a pale gold. Gold is one of the other colors I associate with the goddess I mentioned earlier, so I thought that would be a cool combination if I end up making something for her, as I usually do when I have blue crafting supplies. And again, this is 50% linen, 50% viscose, 50 grams, 175 meters, plus or minus 5%. It's a 2-weight, 3 millimeter or US 3 size knitting needles. And there's an individual strand and the very nicely wound skein. This is a second package of 8 of the baby bamboo. Same deal there. I like to really stock up on yarn that I know I'm going to use a lot of. Like, black yarn is a staple, as I'm sure it is for many of us gothy, crafty types. I know that I love to work with fine yarn, and I don't have a lot of it in my stash currently, so it seemed like a good bet. And now for something super exciting. It sparkles. It's a bit more red than it looks, like this rusty red orange. It's gorgeous. It looks like fire or copper. Sail metallic. Okay. Metallic lure X copper. I'm not sure what that means, but I do understand this part, which is 185 grams, 350 meters. Oh, 90% acrylic and 10%. Oh, there's a space between that line and the next one, so I didn't realize that the metallic Lurex copper. Lurex copper? I'm not sure what that means, but in any case, I think that's the 10%, because you can see there are shiny bits woven in with the yarn, and I think that's because it has it has one strand of almost tinsel kind of woven around the yarn So that's what gives it the shine every so often. I haven't been giving the care instructions for this yarn, partly because I didn't see it on the package. I think they might have it here in symbols that I'm not super good at interpreting yet, but it tells it on the Ice Yarns website, so that's probably a better source of in info about that. Only two in here, but I thought it would probably be like an accent to something, so I am fine with that. I might combine these two actually. I'll have to see how it goes with the acrylic and natural fiber, and also they're different weights. But maybe if I wanted to make something mostly in a breathable yarn, then I could have some accents of this, or I could add this to the black yarn, and that would be a really cool like Halloween vibe. And we have one more package within the package, so let's find out what this is. I found the black yarn that it's supposed to be paired with. Not the baby bamboo. This sparkly silver black yarn. I think it has the same deal with the bit of silver tencel, or very thin, not exactly wire, but kind of, there's just one strand of very thin something that makes the silver shine, that's, or copper in the case of the other yarn, that just kind of winds around it in a spiral. And it does feel a little different, but not much. I mean, the sparkly bits, so I probably wouldn't wear this right against my skin, but it's so fabulous. Look at this. And I believe this is also a 4-weight like the other one. Oh, I don't think I said what weight the other one was, but I think on the website it did say that was worsted, because I do remember that I got a few worsted ones. So once again, this is also 90 grams. Oh, 270 meters. So that's actually a different weight and length, and it's a similar percentage of materials, but not quite the same. So this one's 95% acrylic and 5% metallic lurex black. Oh, I think it actually is black. The strand, it's so shiny that it catches the light and looks silver. So that's cool. It's like the dress all over again. Is it white and gold or blue and black? There are 4 in this package. I might actually keep all this yarn in this bag so I know where it is. It's like a trick-or-treat bag, but for crocheters. So yeah, that'll help with my upcoming move, because I have several boxes worth of yarn I'm gonna have to transport. So since that didn't actually take very long, before we go, I do have a quick update on the yarn that I got from my friend in the last unboxing video. Some of the yarn I got was this lovely wool, which I'm told may have come from a goat, which is awesome. As you can see, I have my co-goat here. His name is Banros, but it may have come from a goat named Lucifer, which is extra awesome. And in my head, that is true. This skein was a lot bigger when it came to me, because I'm making either a bag or a hairnet or both. And this is not crochet. I'm learning to now bind. Yes, I'm still gonna crochet lots and lots. Don't worry. That's not going anywhere. But I'm also learning this other craft, which is really cool. This is the simple looping stitch, so it's quite like it's one of the more basic ones, which is nice since I'm just starting out, and I kind of wanted it to have a mesh look. This will be the bottom of the bag, and then it will expand and kind of come up the sides. So I'm currently just seeing how far this yarn lasts. I may have to finish it with some of the other wool that my friend sent me, but there was so much wool. Like, wow. So that's all I have for you for this time. Thank you so much for tuning in and stopping by my Gothic grotto. Banros and I will see you next time. Come dance on her rings, take my wings,